Let's do it. Pokemon SoulSilver, HeartGold, shiny only playthrough. It's been forever. 'Cause it really has been since I've actually played this. But welcome on in, everybody. Pretty much picking up where we left off at the Slowpoke Well. That's where I was last time we played this, and that's where we're pretty much continuing from, so. Alright, so let me see. Make sure that's working. Yep, you are. Cool. Is that working? Yup. Love it. Come on, Jadia. What's up, Lindsay? What's happening? Do. What? Okay, that's working. Great. Love to see it. Let's see. Do that. Cool. Alrighty. You got the Zelda Edition Switch Lite. Ooh. The most recent one that just came out, right? I think that was for the last Zelda game, I want to say. Alright, cool. Yeah, by popular demand, this is what people want me to play today, so that's what we're doing. That's the plan. Okay, we can turn it down a little bit. Yeah, these games always run really loud. Always do. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this works today. Hello there, Slowpoke. What's up, Pink? You can work on reclaiming your shinies. Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey. Not trying to do all that. What up, Forever? So obviously we're not doing the triple playthrough. Can't really do that until I get my obviously new computer. Just running behind today, unfortunately. But I'm definitely going to try to do 2 times for this video game because there's not a whole lot going on. So I think streaming these games could probably be okay. It's going. Just got here, so I just ran out of time today getting everything all set up, so we'll have to try out the 2 times set up a different day. So if you want to see more HeartGold SoulSilver, hit the like button. Feels weird single hunting in this video game. It's weird. Weird. I'm so used to all the multi-hunting. So obviously, if you've never seen this before, obviously the goal is to find a shiny and then take on the second gym. So I have not done that. So that's pretty much what we're trying to do. Oops. Yeah, this copy of Soul Silver is the Chikorita playthrough that has the shiny Ekans. So there's the shiny Chikorita, and we got that shiny Ekans. That's what we're working with on this playthrough. On this playthrough, yes. Well, it's Chikorita and the Ekans. The other two profiles I have Cyndaquil and Mareep, and then the Totodile and Mareep. No, it's not a dream team. Gosh, no. Just really want a shiny Slowpoke. To be fair, having a shiny Slowbro wouldn't be bad for the final team. But this is basically like my ultimate shiny batch quest playthrough, where we get 16 shiny Pokemon, one for each gym, and obviously like the starter. So technically each playthrough will have like 17. Hey, come here. What's that? Hi. Hello. Bah. Yeah, she tries to like sneak behind my computer, so that's why I freak out, because I don't want her getting stuck back there. Hey, Zoe. Oh, are you gonna hang out with Dad? Hang on, give me a second. Give me a second. One moment, please. You can hang out with me. Okay. Cat time, yeah. I literally just fed her dinner before we started, because it's late. Come here, sweetie. You wanna hang out with me? Hang out with me. Ooh. Did you get stuck? Yeah. Come in. Okay, there you go. Hi, Zoe. You're such a baby. Hey. Hey. What are you doing? Did Zoe use headbutt? Yeah. No, I can't. No. The reason why is one of my capture cards is causing an issue, so I can't do all three anymore. So I have to wait until I get my new computer, and maybe that one capture card will work. But yeah, one of my capture cards is like, it works, but on this computer it causes problems with my computer the longer I stream. So I just didn't have enough time to set up like two capture, like, because I have a DS capture card that's like really simple. So it's one of my 3DS capture cards that's being the issue. So let's like headbutt my hand when I'm like trying to like press buttons. Hi, sweetie. You know, just lots of technical issues because, you know, old computer, old everything. So, but we're here, we're doing it. You know, clearly this is still working just fine. So, Slowpoke into, I don't really. It really depends on the nature, honestly. That's the real catch-22. It really depends on what if we get a shiny Slowpoke, it really depends on the nature. If it'd be a Slowbro or Slowking. That's honestly like how I'm gonna go about it. Like if I get a shiny Slowpoke, because like there's, you know, high chance that I get a shiny Zubat. So yeah. No, for real. She literally just like, she literally like, I was like, she's laying on my lap. She keeps headbutting me every time I move my like hands around to press buttons. She's like, no. I don't like it. All right, go up then. Come in. Come in. Get up here. Come on. No, you just want cuddles. Yep. Yeah. So normally I would do just random encounters, but it's actually like faster just to do Sweet Scent in terms of like consistency. It works out better doing it this way, especially in like this cave, because it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's a lot easier when like to do random encounters in the grass, but because you hit like, you know, there's walls you hit because of like you're in a cave. So I don't know. I just like doing Sweet Scent a little more. So I have a setup for faster random encounters, but stop headbutting my hands. I know, you just want attention, I know. Yeah, I have 2 girl cats. Zoe's the baby of the 2. She just likes all the attention. Oh, she's getting lots of pets, trust me. Oh. Work. Sneeze right on my DS. You okay? Work. Come here. Come here. She's definitely wanting attention right now. Hey, baby. Can you give me my shiny? Can you like help me? Help me out, Zoe. It's been too long without a shiny on any of these video games. I mean, to be fair, we're not over odds yet, but when 3 different shiny playthroughs can't find a shiny, it's like, bro, what are we doing? I got you. It's terrible luck, man. I think we can run the second capture card. I think. We'll see. Got 2 shiny Bidoof from Platinum today. Oh no. What were you trying to go for? Hey, sweetie. Oh, go up there. Where you going? You leaving? Goodbye. Later. Oh, you're just doing some radar? Just practicing? Silly cat. She wants all that attention just to leave within like not even 20 minutes of me streaming. Yeah, just super behind today, but we did get the chain fishing video up, so if you haven't watched it, obviously it's there, so watch it whenever you got time. do. 830 Fioni eggs and Scarlet using Masuda method and charm, no shiny. Rough. That's brutal. I got so lucky with mine from like many years ago. I did an X and Y. It's much better to hatch it in Scarlet and Violet, I'm sure, because the amount of steps it took to hatch it in like Gen 6 was insane. No, chain fishing is only available in Gen 6. Unfortunately. We've never had, it was, as of now, it's like only like effective in Gen 6. You kind of have chain fishing and like Sword and Shield, like the brilliant encounters, but it's not the same. Gosh, if there's chain fishing in this video game, oh dude. Yeah, it was introduced in X and Y, and then it returned in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. And then they never brought it back. They're like, we don't like you anymore. I mean, looked. Oh, we can move down the numbers. Yeah, the numbers are pretty intense. See how that looks. Chain fishing and Sword and Shield's fast though. 20% of the time. True. But like just like fundamentally it works different. Because like chain fishing, it basically once you get to a chain of 20, like you have like amazing shiny odds as long as you keep fishing, where like in Sword and Shield it's like not like that. You just get the brilliant encounter is the shiny buff. So what's going on, Sophia? What's happening? So it just like works different, which is a bummer because chain fishing, like on principle, is such a simple concept. Okay, cool. Do. Recycle. All that stuff. Shiny Meowth yet? Nope. Meowth is a Let's Go Eevee exclusive, and I don't have Let's Go Eevee at the moment, so I can't really go for it yet until I get a copy of Let's Go Eevee. So I'm gonna have to wait on that one. I just got a Alolan Meowth from Ultra Sun the other day. That's about it for the Meowth family. Nice. Yeah, I still have a catch combo for Charmander going in Let's Go Pikachu. It's been on the hold for like a week. It's still there. Just gotta get 3 Charmanders. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. We'll see. Really want to go back to SOS. So I want to catch more shiny Pokemon in the Beast Ball. It's got Orca. Oh, thanks for the shiny luck. I get the segment Dunsparce family of 3. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna get that stuff for Gen 9, but that's like in the future. I don't mind getting those shiny Pokemon. It's just, you know, can only do so many projects at a time. Because like for Scarlet and Violet, I'm trying to get all the fire starter Pokemon as of right now. So that's like my current project with that. Just getting all the fire starter Pokemon. And then we'll do like water Pokemon and then grass starters and then... Yeah, I'll probably honestly do all like the 3-segmented Dunsparce and Mousehold family stuff like last. Because like I'd want to just keep doing that stuff like day in and day out. Not like it's not the being overwhelmed thing, it's people get bored of watching the same thing. So like for me personally, I'd rather just finish, like, put it this way, like it could take me multiple streams just to get like a 3-segment Dunsparce when I could just finish collecting all the Gen 9 shiny Pokemon. And like once that's done, then I can just focus on stuff that takes, you know, multiple days, weeks, months. I mean, who knows? Because I like doing the more difficult shiny hunting, but I'm also like not completing, you know, a shiny Pokedex because I get distracted by, you know, stuff I really like doing. So. Doo-doo-doo. All in good time. Trying to get a shiny Squirtle. Sweet. I found 2 shiny Dunsparce and next would trade them over. Yeah, do it. I traded over, well, transferred over my shiny Dunsparce for my X and Y playthrough, and unfortunately it was not a 3-segment form. Unfortunately, it was not. Would've been cool if it was, though. I want to do like a really fun project with Dunsparce, where I want to collect a shiny Dunsparce in every Pokeball that you could possibly have in Scarlet and Violet, and then evolve every single one of them and see if you can get a 3-segment form. I think that would be pretty interesting. But like I said, like I want to finish, you know, collecting all the Gen 9 shiny Pokemon that I don't have first. Shiny Graveler? Don't think so, not yet, no. Yeah, and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, I'm basically starting over. So everything, like, I'm doing all the more, like, I wouldn't say more difficult shiny Pokemon. It's just the starter Pokemon are just kind of annoying to get. I don't know why the bottom screen's like glitching out today. I might actually just take it away because it's kind of annoying. Weird. Yeah, surprisingly, I haven't found... Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Let me get rid of it. It's really annoying. I don't like it. Bottom screen? Yeah. It's just weird and it keeps like doing that. Bow, 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 bow. Hang on, we can do something. Do 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 do. All right, sweet. That's much better. Yeah, I have a lot of shiny Geodudes just in general. It's been busy. It's just been a day. Not so great in personal life stuff. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm just here. Hello there, Slowpoke. Also could just be the 3DS screen. I think it actually is the 3DS screen on this 3DS. That's the issue. Let me see. Okay. Mm-hmm. 63. Oh. No. It's going, Momo. We're just looking for pretty much anything. Preferably Slowpoke, but you know, we'll see. Expensive from Nintendo Switch eShop. They're not available on the eShop. It's like you can't play HeartGold SoulSilver on your Switch. Like it's like physically not available. Yep. We just don't have any retro Pokemon stuff on the Switch. It's just Nintendo Switch games, and that's pretty much it. So, yeah, because like buying a copy of HeartGold SoulSilver in 2025 is very expensive. So if you did not already have these video games, it's gonna cost you a lot of money, unfortunately. Yeah, Diamond and Pearl aren't too bad, but Platinum's really expensive. Yeah, Crystal's expensive. Pokemon Yellow's expensive. Platinum, Emerald. Emerald's really bad. HeartGold, SoulSilver. All of Gen 5 is expensive. Yeah, no, you would never. Yeah, I'd never buy these games off Amazon. My gosh, no. Yeah, I've played Crystal. I have 2 copies. Do a lot of shiny hunting on Crystal, but my current copies have like dry batteries, so I have to replace them. There's a lot of my older Pokemon I can't really play until I replace the batteries. But once I do that, they'll be good to go. It's $22 from eBay. That's probably a reproduction. There's no way that it's a legit copy for 22 bucks. Unless they really didn't want it, but that's wild. Yeah, I have no idea how many encounters I'll be able to do tonight. Don't know. It's just a lot different doing single encounters versus all the multi stuff I used to do, so I don't know. Just have to wait and see. Yeah, man. That's why I don't trust, especially for Pokemon, I definitely don't trust eBay. So if you ever need a copy of Pokemon, definitely check out the homies at Retro Island Gaming. Hashtag sponsor. Yeah, because everything they have is authentic. They clean everything. So you don't have to worry about that if you get any, especially Pokemon from them, because everybody that works there is like huge Pokemon fans. Yeah, that's why, you know, obviously price is, you know, a factor for everybody, but the main thing is, like, if you're going to spend a lot of money on a Pokemon video game, like, the last thing you want to do is get scammed. Would you recommend beating Legends Arceus before perfecting much of the Pokedex? Yeah, finish it first. Yeah, 100%. There's a lot of it you can do prior to finishing the game, but for a good chunk of the Pokemon, it gets a lot easier when you, like, finish the game, because there's the massive outbreaks that show up, like once you finish the game, and a lot of those Pokemon are a lot easier to like find or battle, capture, you name it. Like, for example, like Voltorb and Electrode are a lot easier to finish their Pokedex entry once you like have the massive outbreaks. So yeah, because that's pretty much like what I did. I did like I did a shiny playthrough, finished the game, and then I just went crazy on like trying to finish the Pokedex, and took about like 300 hours to finish it. Granted, a lot of the time I was also shiny hunting for live streams and stuff too, so probably I always say it's gonna at least take about, like, on average, probably like 200 hours to like complete the Pokedex. That's including if you do like the legendaries, which you don't have to do, but you know, it's just there to be there, you know, something to do. Yeah, because all the shininess stuff only matters from Rowlet to Lucario. Because like the legendary Pokemon you can't, you know, find shiny. Yeah, the Umbra stuff is on the final island, so if you're there, you should be unlocking that stuff pretty soon, Momo, from my understanding. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, for 3DS games, it's not too bad to get off like stuff like eBay. It's particularly just a lot of like the gens 1 through 5 is real sketchy. Like, I was super lucky when I got my like black and white copies, but they were also like Japanese, like complete in box. Like, it was really easy to tell that like it was pretty authentic. So, plus more people want the English copies anyway, so And then once I got the copies, I was able to check to make sure they're legit copies. So they were. Long story short. I just need a copy of Black and White 2. Man, still nothing. No, they probably don't have it right now, no. Anytime they get Pokemon stuff, it tends to go pretty fast. Especially like the DS stuff. Yeah, just bookmark it. I mean, they also have a Discord you can join, and they put they have like a new arrivals thing that they post all the time. So that's like another way to find out if they ever get a copy of anything Pokemon. It's like every couple days they make a post, if not more. It really depends on when they get stuff in. I know they have like a bunch of like just Game Boy to Game Boy Advance video games to go through. They got like apparently boxes of video games somehow. So I think they bought like a massive collection from somebody. I'm assuming. I've yet to ask him. For a balanced team, get an Umbreon, especially for excuse me. Yeah, especially for Legends Arceus, get an Umbreon. It makes one of the important battles like really easy. So yeah, just get an Umbreon, buff up its stats, and yeah, Umbreon will do wonders for you. Oh, you only want new Pokemon on the team? I mean, that's not really too many options to pick from, though. So my shiny starter for Chikorita, it was 1,327. On my Totodile copy, it was 4,092. And for Cyndaquil, it was 406. Yeah, I heard about it, yeah. That's insanely bad luck for, especially for these video games. Yeah, Totodile was the worst one, but in hindsight, like, Totodile's the coolest one because it's a girl shiny. I mean, starter Pokemon are kind of annoying to get because you have to get them from space-time distortions, but just go for whatever ones you want, honestly. I didn't really do too much team building when I played Legends Arceus. Like a lot of like Umbreon pretty much did a lot of the bulk work for me. Like my Pokemon were over leveled and overpowered, so I didn't really have like too much of like stuff to worry about. Plus, I haven't played it like like a playthrough of Legends Arceus in like years, like to completion. Yeah, like there's like Overquill and Basculegion, Ursaluna, the final evolutionary starters. Yeah, that's insane. Do 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 do. So for Umbreon, you have to delete a fairy, because like typically Eevee learns a fairy move, so you want to make sure you don't have a fairy move on your Eevee, and then evolve it at nighttime. So like make sure it does not have any like fairy move. I'm pretty sure it's like Charm or like Baby Doll Eyes. I think it's actually Baby Doll Eyes. Yeah, so just delete the fairy move and then evolve Eevee at nighttime, and you get Umbreon. Yeah, that's like a common problem with those video games, is that like they don't flat out tell you how like you get Umbreon, so it's really easy to like accidentally evolve it into Sylveon because of like the fairy move and stuff. And then obviously if you want Espeon, you just, delete the fairy move and, evolve it during the day. Yeah, it's pretty easy to get all the evolutions. Gotta level your team up to like 80. Yeah, no, I bet. All right. If we don't find anything, actually, we could do it now. Actually, so that'd be 6,400. Oh, in 3 hours and 16 minutes. Woot. It's wild. All right. Time to switch on over to the Cyndaquil playthrough. Yeah, so since we can't do multi-hunting, this is my way of like, I wouldn't say multi-hunting, it's just, I don't know, trying my shiny luck in different ways. Plus I get to show off my, different shiny starter Pokemon, so. Oh, Cyndaquil. Yeah, because like the Chikorita save file's actually been the luckiest one out of the 3, so the fact that we didn't find anything, it's like, yeah. Cyndaquil. Beautiful. Yeah, because like once I make progress in all 3 of my video games, then I would evolve all of the starter Pokemon, but I haven't found any shiny Pokemon for any of the playthroughs yet, so that's why we haven't evolved any of them. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, like I said, there's lots of reproductions of older Pokemon games. Annoying. It'd be so cool if, like, you know, they just re-release this stuff. Especially Pokemon, like, there should just be a way to, like, buy Pokemon directly from, like, the Pokemon company. Especially with how popular it is, you know? You would think. Like, being able to buy a brand new copy of, like, anything Pokemon that's ever been made would be so insane. Oh, really? That's what happens? Gotcha. That's annoying. Well. That would be super annoying. Voltorb Flip. Actually, I don't think I really played much of Voltorb Flip, to be honest with you. Yo, thanks for the shiny luck. Do 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 do. Little Cyndaquil. Do do do. Do do do. A Pokeball inventory looking like. Dude, I have so much stuff. My gosh. Oh, I just need a shiny. Probably over 2,700 for Xerxatry. I don't know. It's such a cool shiny when you find it, though, so it'll definitely be worth it whenever you find it. Just like anything, man, it just takes time. $9.22. Yeah, this is full odds. Playing on an authentic copy. If you find an alpha and an outbreak and a shiny, is it possible? I don't do any like RNG manipulation with that kind of stuff, so you definitely can get like a shiny and an alpha shiny in like one outbreak. It's definitely possible. But typically for that like permutation stuff, that's a massive outbreak thing. Because like I think the way you set it up is like the second round is like how you are like changing like the alpha to be shiny. So I personally don't do it because I don't want to do that. Like it's already pretty easy to get shiny Pokemon in general in that video game, so. Plus I find it boring that I have to like do soft resets in a video game that I don't think you really should do much soft resetting with, so. So I'm definitely not the expert in that department because I just don't care to learn it. It's not for me. I think it is my screen. I guess if I like tap the bottom screen at a certain angle or something, I don't know, it's weird. 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 Give me a shiny. I really don't expect to find anything today. I'm just here for the fun vibes. I mean, if anything, we could make a little poll. What do you want to see happen tomorrow? Sweetie. Hey, sweetie. Yeah, make sure you vote for what we should do tomorrow. More of this. SOS Shiny Hunting, Dex Nav, or Let's Go Pikachu with the catch combo for Charmander. Okay. No. Hey. What are you doing? Hey, Speedy. My other cat, Misha, saying hi. Hi. Look at me. No, don't go in there. What you doing? What you doing? So the Surge kit is fainted so that so basically my multi-hunting setup, I do it so that it's in the first party slot, so like pressing all the buttons on the same system would all synchronize at the same time. And obviously it's fainted so I can show off the shiny for each playthrough. Because the whole gimmick is it's a shiny only playthrough, so I want to show off the shiny because that's like the interesting part. Because majority of the time I like ever stream this, you're like, if I optimize shiny hunting, you'll never see the shiny. So like, that's why I faint the Surge kit so that you can actually see like my shiny Cyndaquil, even though like technically it makes the shiny hunting longer, right? But like, who cares? So we're gonna take a long time to find, you know, a shiny Pokemon to begin with anyway, so. My all-time favorite shiny, Umbreon. Umbreon and the Cyndaquil. Oh, you deck snap for Zorua? Sick. Good luck on the Zorua. It's a really fun deck snap I've done a couple times. It's pretty fun. Umbreon is so classic. I mean, great shiny. If I actually get Slowpoke though, man, it would be so sick. Be pretty sweet if I actually got the Slowpoke, but I don't know, man. You just gotta wait and find out. I mean, I'm cool with the shiny Zubat. It's realistically probably gonna happen. But like shiny Crobat, especially in this video game, is actually really good. So, did I switch copies? Yep. Yep, I did. Since I can't do my multi shiny hunting, I'm basically just gonna switch copies after like so many encounters. In the hopes that one of my shiny playthroughs will find a shiny for me. So that's the idea. So you need to shiny hunting, so it's fun. Sweet. Come on, Miles. But yeah, we started with Chikorita, did like 100 encounters, didn't find anything. Now we're just hoping maybe Cyndaquil will find something. Yeah, I love these video games. Do do do. Do do do. Yeah, if you want to watch the live stream with no advertisements, you can watch it on the Clips channel. It's a vertical stream, but there's like no advertisements. So, oh, for Slowpoke, yup. Still can't find it. In a perfect situation, it would be I get 2 shiny Slowpoke, and then I could have a Slowbro and a Slowking on each playthrough. That would honestly be like best case scenario. I think that'd be really cool. But we have to find 2 shiny Slowpoke. So. Because when we go to HeartGold, we're looking for Sandshrew. Because Sandshrew is a HeartGold exclusive. For Cyndaquil, it was 406 soft resets. Hypothetically, would you sell all your Pokemon games for $10,000? I don't think my Pokemon games altogether are worth $10,000. Like, yeah, I have a lot of copies of like HeartGold, SoulSilver, but I don't have like a lot of copies of like English Gen 3. So a lot of my Pokemon video games are digital, and especially in like the Switch era. So like, you know what I mean? I just conveniently just have like a lot of like HeartGold SoulSilver copies, so I don't really have like, yeah, I don't even know what my actual like Pokemon collection's even worth, because I've had to sell some of it to pay bills. Typically stuff I'm not really doing much with, so but it's definitely on the table though. If I've definitely thought about selling everything if like things don't really get better over like the next like month or so. Thought about it. Would I want to sell my stuff? No, but you know, it's definitely the most valuable thing I could sell in the hopes of like just getting back on track with life and stuff. It would do something. Yeah. Yeah, 1 out of 8,000 shiny ads is not great. It's fun when you can play multiple video games at once, but you know, it just takes a lot of patience and dedication to it. So you got shiny Blacephalon and shiny Vulpix today. Sweet, sweet. Blacephalon was in Gen 7 or Gen 8? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Cyndaquil is the only lucky one out of the 3. Oh, I mean, Chikorito's pretty fast too, but yeah, Totodile was like 4,000, so Gen 7 for both. Gotcha. Is Blacephalon just random encounters, or is it a soft reset? Because I know you find it in the wild, but like, can you just randomly keep running into it, or do you have to soft reset? Because I've like never done it in Gen 7. It's just random encounters. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, it is a soft reset? Oh, gotcha. That's quicker than running away. Gotcha, gotcha. Cool. Not that I need it, but well, technically I do for my shiny quest for Gen 7 to catch everything in a beast ball. So I have the shiny, but it's in Dynamax Adventures. Different video game. Come on, Cyndaquil. Find something for me, buddy. Yeah, I gotta get that Poipole and my type nulls. A lot of soft resetting in Gen 7. It's not horrible, it's just not particularly looking forward to it. I've been having a lot of fun with like SOS, so. But we'll get there in due time, so. I'd rather do soft resets than Dynamax Adventures. Oh no, 100%. Dynamax Adventures on average is like 15 to 20 minutes for one check. Yeah, it's brutal. Oops. You can still lose, so no check. Yeah, that too. Yep. Yep. Sometimes you just get like the worst Pokemon. Not even that. If you're playing online, you know, there could be somebody that disconnects from the party, and then, you know, because, you know, they disconnected, you're not able to, like, you know, finish the Dynamax adventure because, you know, you like needed them to win. Especially for like things like Zygarde, like you really need a perfect team and everybody's got to participate kind of thing. Because there are some like Dynamax adventures you can like solo, but like realistically it's much better if you know, actually play with people. Yeah, they're much slower. Oh my gosh. Yeah, especially in Gen 7, like you can do so many soft resets before you would ever check anything from Dynamax Adventures. So even at full odds, like it's still like much faster than Dynamax Adventures. Because like that 1 out of 300 sounds cool on paper, but actually doing 300 checks in Dynamax Adventures takes you a very long time. Where it's like with soft resets, it's a very consistent thing you do. And pretty quickly, so. Oh, the water was Swampert? No, no. No Slowpoke. Yeah, I still have to get like the Tapu Finis and like all that stuff too. Yeah, no, I totally get you. Silly Raichu. Causing problems on the team. Doo-doo-doo. Arc. Do, 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 do. Yeah, Zygarde's really difficult to win. Like, you really need the right Pokemon for Zygarde. Like, you need, like, a Pokemon with, like, I think, like, Wide Guard. You definitely need, like, a Alolan Sandslash. Or just any Ice Pokemon, because, like, you really do gotta have that Ice coverage on your team. Yeah, you just need a full party for Zygarde, you really do. And then it's just a matter of, like, actually winning and being able to check to see if it's shiny or not, right? It's like half the problem. Come on, Cyndaquil, find something for me, buddy. Maybe you'll find a Luma. I hope you do. Are you in the side park right now, Momo, or what are you doing? Does breeding shiny Pokemon do anything? Nope. The only video game that works with shiny Pokemon is Gen 2. So like having a shiny parent Pokemon does nothing. So only gold, an original gold, silver crystal is the only time a shiny parent matters, because like how Pokemon were generated back then were completely different. So the main thing about getting a shiny Pokemon from Pokemon eggs is a different language. So like it's why like, you know, Japanese Dittos are like really sought after, or just any Pokemon has a different language in like the Pokemon summary. Yeah, because I've done a lot of Gen 2 shiny breeding. It's a lot of fun. It takes a long time to hatch the eggs, though. It's not really super, like, great, like, time, but... If you like Gen 2 shiny Pokemon, it's definitely worth it. It just takes a lot of time to like hatch each egg. Oh, you're just doing wild battling to level up. Oh, that makes sense. If you find a Luma, that'd be great, because, you know, that would really help out. It's really not the fastest shiny method in in theory, it's the best shiny odds for any like Pokemon video game, but it's really not. Like chain fishing is like pretty much like the fastest way to get a shiny, because you like literally could find a shiny in less than like 5 minutes. I've done it. So, because like even getting like the odd egg and like hatching the odd egg in Crystal, like that takes 15 minutes of like non-stop moving to like hatch that one egg. So like, yeah. I like, you know, on paper that 1 out of 64 shiny out sounds good in Gen 4, or sorry, Gen 2, but it's really like not that great when you actually like, you know, do the activity. Yeah, chain fishing, yeah, man. Yeah, there's no flame body. Nope. Because Pokemon abilities do not exist in Gen 2. So yeah, there's literally no way to increase the hatching time. You just have to get on your bike and pretty much go up and down Goldenrod City and like, you know, hope it just hatches quick. But most of the time it doesn't, so. Yep. Pokemon abilities are not a thing until Gen 3. The only way to speed up your shiny hunting is you would have to have a Nintendo 64, you have a copy of Pokemon Stadium 2, you 100% complete Pokemon Stadium 2, and you have to have a finished copy of Gold, Silver, or Crystal. And then by doing all of that, you'll be able to unlock the speed up function for Gen 2 in Pokemon Stadium 2. So then you basically can have, I think it's like 3 times the speed when playing Gen 2 video games. So that's something I've done many times in the past. So that's like the only way to authentically like hatch eggs faster and or collect them. I think it's 3 times fast or 4 times fast. I don't know, but because you have 2 speed up options when you play your Gen 2 video game in Stadium 2. I just don't know if it's because they don't tell you it's 2 or 3 or 4 times. It's just you have 3 speed options. Yeah. Well, like getting a Game Boy Advance isn't too bad. But like realistically, like if you find it cheap, you're probably gonna want to mod it because like there's so many awesome like hardware mods to the Game Boy Advance family, right? You know, having like the screens or like a rechargeable battery, all that fun stuff. But then, like Gen 3 itself is super expensive. Do. Yeah, I do. Do. Have a lot of soft resetting for shiny Pokemon to do. Let's go forever. You got work to do. So much to do, not enough time. Big shiny energy. trying. Desert Dex Nav more than you did back in 2016. Yeah, so the best thing you can do for Trapinch is do not build a chain past 5. So basically the goal is to only get that first shiny boost, which happens at a chain of 5, and then once you encountered that 5th encounter, then run away. Building a chain past 5 is not worth your time because the Pokemon will forever move super fast. So if you get to a chain of 5, that's when they start to move really fast, and then if you are able to get that encounter, it'll be a shiny boost for that Pokemon of whatever Pokemon shows up, and then you run away to break the chain and then start it over again. That's pretty much all you're gonna do. Yeah, Dex. I mean, even then though, Dex having the desert isn't really like the most fun thing to do. It's very challenging though, because you really have to like always pay attention to what you're doing, because the Pokemon are always moving around. So. Cyndaquil. We found a shiny Goldie on a chain of 6. Nice. Yeah, dude, chain fishing is great. It's a good time. So is the shiny boosted only every 5? No. So how DexNav works is if you're building a chain, you get a shiny boost every 5th encounter, all the way up to 100, and then after 100, it would go away. It would like start over. The main factor for DexNav is search level. So like a 100 search level is worse than like 500. But like the search level is permanent. So if you max out a search level, you will forever have a boosted chance for that one particular Pokemon anytime you DexNav it. So yeah, the 50 and 100 only applies to grass and underwater DexNav. So it doesn't really like work in the desert, because it's kind of impossible to get a chain of 50 in the desert. So the main goal is to try to get your search level, you know, closer to maxed out as fast as you possibly can, because that's a permanent shiny buff that you get to keep for that Pokemon. So I practically am. Like, that's all I've done for the last like decade is tell people how to go shiny hunting, and then people don't believe me, and then they come back later on being like, yeah man, you were right. And I'm like, yep. So think of DexNav as like a multi-layered thing. Like if you're chaining, like there's a shiny boost every 5. If you don't want to chain, then like it's solely based on search level. And if you have a shiny charm, well then obviously that's always working. So no, it's much different than the KO method from Sword and Shield. The Sword and Shield is a terrible method in comparison to DexNav, because like you only get boosted shiny chances for the brilliant Pokemon, where DexNav is literally every single DexNav of that Pokemon going forward. So in theory, it's similar, but in actuality, they're so dramatically different. That's why I don't like Sword and Shield, because all that work is really not worth it in the grand scheme of things, where like with DexNav, like it's actually like really worth it. So, yeah. I don't. I'm not good at Gen 4 stuff. There's actually a better. I can't remember their name right now, but if you look up radar for Gen 4, there is a video that was really well done within the past year that talks all about Gen 4 radar. I'm actually not good at Gen 4 radar. I'm more of an expert on like Gen 6. Yeah, but like there's really no reason for me to like make a Gen 4 radar video because one, I'm not doing it actively, and two, like the information's already been done very well by other people. As to why people are saying the game was bugged back when it came out. Oh, no, it definitely was. Like, it definitely seems intentional that, like, you know, the shiny boost is only for the brilliant Pokemon. Oh, no problem, Lindsay. Hopefully you get your work done soon. It's just frustrating being somebody who's, like, loved shiny hunting for so many years, and then, like, they make new methods, and then, like, some of them are just absolutely terrible methods. Like, because on paper it sounds realistic, but then when you actually, like, go and do the shiny hunting, you're like, oh, this is kind of bad. And you're like, yep. Like, the best shiny method in Sword and Shield is behind a paywall. Like, that's kind of garbage. Love Dynamax Adventures, but, like, when you lay out all the shiny hunting methods, like, in terms of shiny odds, like, the best one is behind an extra paywall, which is, in my opinion, hot garbage. Because you not only do, like, to do Dynamax Adventures effectively, you have to pay for online, which is really cheap, but having to buy the DLC for Sword and Shield is what, you know, is annoying. Because you got to spend more money, and for some people, they don't have that. So. And then there's Scarlet and Violet, where you had to pay more money for the DLC, and then they shiny locked all the legendary Pokemon. So it's like, why would you want to even get the legendary Pokemon to begin with? Yeah, I'm still mad about that. That seems so stupid. Like, could you imagine, like, another way to do group, like, legendary shiny hunting with your friends? Because some of them you have to do in a group. So, like, it's weird to me that, like, they didn't, like, reinvent it or whatever. So. It's just weird. All right. So for the final part of our streaming today, we're going to play our HeartGold copy, HeartGold, and try to get a shiny Sandshrew. So we're done looking for Slowpoke, but we're going to look for Sandshrew. Wish the overworld's shiny Sparkle was in Scarlet and Violet. Oh, for sure. That's all I really care about when they with the Switch 2 stuff. Like, besides like the better graphics and, you know, frames per second, like I genuinely just want to see them actually like introduce a shiny Sparkle, and if they don't do it with a free update, then like we're never getting it. It's never gonna happen. So we'll find out in like what, like 2 weeks if they actually do it. If Gen 7 or past, that's fine. That's the thing about like video games in general. Like, you don't have to be a fan of every single thing that's ever produced by a company. Like, if you just don't like the direction Pokemon's moving into, like, you don't have to like it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't blame people for not liking Pokemon in its current state. I wouldn't blame them. Oh, Sandshrew, buddy old pal. Yeah, there's a mod that people have done for the overworld shinies in Sword and Shield, which is really cool. Which is, again, really silly that they just didn't have overworld shiny Pokemon to begin with, especially in the wild area. Like, it's a very odd choice to not do that. Sandshrew. So, maybe my shiny Totodile will find me a shiny. Who knows? It would be really cool. Oops. Yeah, the mix of overworlds and random encounters. It's nice that they have that. I definitely like it, but it definitely can be super confusing when you're trying to find certain Pokemon. It's like, when do they, you know, like where? It's like, how does the Pokemon spawn? Is it an overworld Pokemon? Is it a random encounter? Yeah, it definitely can be confusing, for sure. Oh yeah, you're trying to do random encounters, but then the overworld Pokemon would mess you up. No, I totally get you. Especially if the Pokemon are like massive, they're just like in the way, you know. Oh, Totodile, can you find me a shiny Pokemon today? That would be super cool. So what am I doing tomorrow? What are people voting on? Do. Oh, HeartGold. Okay. Oh, is it tied? Hold up. Ooh, HeartGold is tied with Dexnav. Ooh, make sure you vote. Ooh. It's tied. That's spicy. Yeah, if HeartGold wins tomorrow, then I'm gonna try to set up my other capture card to try to do the multi-hunting with just the 2 video games. So I think that should work. Do. Gonna watch my radar for X1 for all the shinies in every route challenge. Just how you were doing, but it wasn't an option. What do you mean? Like trying to actually do radar, like yourself? Yeah, I haven't done my route quest for radar in a long time. I haven't really wanted to do radar. Oh, you want to watch me do it? Oh, it's on the poll. Never mind. Gotcha. So gotcha. That's what you meant. No, I just haven't really wanted to do it. To be honest with you, I haven't really been wanting to do it. So. Well, like the problem is I want to get all the Gen 6 shiny Pokemon from like the Kalos shiny Pokemon first, and then I'd go back to like my Poké Radar route challenge. So there is Poké Radar I can do for Gen 6 Pokemon. Like there's actually a decent amount of them. So maybe on Sunday, I don't know. I don't know why my brain works the way it does, but like I just, especially with like we don't know when Pokemon Bank is shutting down, so I want to like authentically get every Gen 6 and then Gen 7 shiny from the actual video games they were introduced, and then transfer all that stuff up when we eventually have to, because you know Pokemon Bank will eventually shut down or whatever. Because if I have all the Gen 6 shiny Pokemon, then I can just kind of do whatever I want at that point. Because like I don't think Legends Zygarde's gonna be super fun for me in the long run. I don't know. It'll be fun because new Pokemon video game, but I don't know if I'm actively gonna like playing it compared to like Legends Arceus. So it really just depends. It would be really funny if they just forgot about Pokemon Bank. Yeah, that would be. They're like, yeah, we just, you know, we're just gonna keep it up. It would be nice if they just, you know, left it be honest with you. It's just that with like the Gen 7 shiny hunting, it's more fun to do because of the beast ball. So there's like more of like a more challenge to it compared to everything else. Because everything else I've done like a million times in Gen 6. So that's why the Gen 7 stuff's a little more fun for me. Because the shiny hunting part's the easy part, but like actually catching certain Pokemon in the beast ball can be somewhat pretty easy or a nightmare. So it really just depends on the actual Pokemon. I'm still surprised Mimikyu was so easy. I thought Mimikyu was going to be like super annoying to do, but it really wasn't. How much time we got left? 15 minutes, folks. That's all I got. Really short stream today. But it's okay. Tomorrow's another day. Well, clearly my computer allows me to stream. It's just, you know, we can't do too much. I can't do my typical normal streaming stuff. Like a million capture cards going. Which is like such a bummer. But it works. So that's the positive I keep thinking about. Is just the fact that my computer still works well enough that we can stream at pretty much the same quality. It's just, you know, I've had to simplify a lot of things so that, you know, it runs a little smoother. But we'll see, man. Totodile. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So the only downside to adding people's friend codes is that you just, because they turned off the Wi-Fi servers, you can't connect to the internet, which would give you the third Pokemon slot. So you could still add people on your friends list, but you're basically stuck to only getting 2 Pokemon. And like the only way you'd get the third Pokemon is if you were like locally playing at the same time. So fundamentally, Friends Safari still works properly. It's just, you know, there's just no online connection when you play the video game, so you can't get the third Pokemon stuff. Yeah, so I mean, it's Friends Safari fundamentally is not gone. It's just, you know, not the same experience if you only have one Nintendo 3DS system. Like it's not as fun. Because you're really, because truthfully, a lot of the really good Pokemon from Friends Safari are unfortunately in that third slot. But you'd still get a lot of stuff. It's just, you know, frustrating, right? That, like, you know, a decent amount of Generation 6 is kind of like, it's not technically like lost media, but it kind of is in a way. It's just frustrating. It's just like, why did they have to take away the servers? Like, especially for like Pokemon, like just keep them up. They would have been fine. Because turning off the internet's functionality for a lot of like 3DS video games like really like messes up a lot of stuff that you would normally do. Obviously, Pokemon gets really affected by that for like because of Wonder Trades, battling, trading in general, Friend Safari stuff, Mirage spots, and the Gen 3 remakes. It's just, there's a bunch of stuff, which is super unfortunate. It is what it is, man. This would be honestly the perfect time to bring back everything. Like, everything is so expensive. Like, at least having the option to purchase, you know, even if someone just bought Pokemon Crystal for the $10 on the 3DS eShop, like that alone would do. That would be someone's entertainment, right? But, you know, it's gone, so I don't think it's ever coming back. It's just frustrating. I hate it. That makes so much sense, I know. Like, I truthfully, like, despise all, like, the major companies because all of them could easily make so much more money if they cared about legacy content. Like, if they had fundamental servers that were always working, especially for, like, the most popular titles for all of their franchises, like, they would always make money. But they just don't do it. Yo, Gerudo. 45 months on Twitch. Thank you. That's a lot of months. Yeah, thank you. I don't know. I just know for a fact that if they actually, you know, kept up with like the servers and just had the access to playing a lot of like, especially Pokemon, like they'd quarterly make money all the time. Like if they literally just put the virtual console stuff on the Switch, like they would easily make so much easy money. You lost your deck snap chain? No, it's okay. The chains matter, but you don't need the chain to get the shiny. Like, you could still just randomly run into a different shiny. It's because the search level is the main factor. Got less than 10 minutes. Something sparkle. Something sparkle. Please and thanks. I would just love to know the reasoning behind why they don't support legacy content from any of the major companies. For like stuff that's very well popular, but they're just like, it's over, you know? I would love, like, besides, because like, I'm sure the reason is because they want people to buy the new stuff, which I understand, but like, I feel like by forcing people to always buy brand new stuff and never being able to experience the older stuff, you kind of like lose out on pretty much easy money all the time. Like, is Scarlet and Violet so successful because it's the latest, you know, Pokemon video game? Or is it because that there's no option to buy any retro content on the Switch? Like, clearly it sold a lot of copies, and it's the #2 video game of all time for Pokemon, but like, what if you could still buy Gen 2 Pokemon? What if you could buy Gen 1? Like, what would the numbers look like? It'd be really funny if they actually did make like a Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow on a physical cartridge. Like, that would be really funny. Because the actual like memory it would require for those like cartridges would be like nothing. It'd be so insane. Yo, Combat, 104 months. My gosh, that's a lot of months. Yo, thank you so much. 104 months. If they could fit most, if not all, the older games on a single cartridge. No, they probably could. What they really should do, what they could do is put like one version of the video games on one cartridge and then put the other one on another one. So like, imagine having like gens 1 through 5, and you get one of each generation on one cartridge, and then there's another like anniversary cartridge, and it's the other video games. Like, that would be so cool. I appreciate you stopping by right now. Might want to play the older video games. Right, exactly. There's so many people of all ages that would love to play more Pokemon, but like, you know, for a lot of people, they're priced out of it. Because like, buying a copy of HeartGold SoulSilver is like dummy expensive. Like, yeah, they don't really do like video game collections anymore. I mean, like, the only recent thing I can think of that is like a video game collection is like the Tony Hawk like 3 and 4 like remaster, because you get 2 games instead of 1. But yeah, there used to just be so many video game collections like in the 2000s. It's like $100, which is crazy. Yeah, it is 100%. It's also just silly to me that like they don't, especially even if it's only digital copies of these video games, like the fact that you don't want to preserve your like content you've spent, you know, years making, decades, like, it's weird. Like, from the people that actually make it, you know, it's weird that they don't want to do that. Especially Pokemon. Because like, yeah, like we do have like the virtual console on 3DS, but like you can't buy that anymore. But like, it's just weird that we still don't have any of that stuff on the Switch or the Switch 2 because they haven't announced anything. So. Would be more valuable a 3DS game or a 2DS game. Shouldn't be that much money. You would think. You would also think that a 3DS, any 3DS system would be relatively affordable and or super cheap, but it's the complete opposite because there's such high demand for the system that like a lot of the 3DS system families like pretty expensive even today. Oh, I know they would. They would sell, especially the Switch, especially if it was on Switch 1 and Switch 2. Like, dude, they would make so much money right now because, like, so many people already own a Switch. So for the people not getting a Switch 2, like, yeah, dude, they're going to start playing Pokemon, like, all the time. Especially if it's, like, super affordable. Like, oh, yeah, dude, they would easily get so many people playing. Yeah, no, they're really not. Well, it's like a split company thing because it's like Nintendo, Pokemon Company, and Game Freak all like have equal ownership. So I'm sure they have to like vote on things, I'm sure. So whatever. One day they'll be like, yeah, these games are so old, like, but we gotta put them on the Switch. So here you go. So it's actually like faster to use Sweet Scent instead of back and forth in terms of consistency with encounters. Mainly because it's really easy to run into the wall. And like that kind of slows down your progress. So I just like using Sweet Scent. It's very much like a system. Like I press a few buttons and I get a guaranteed encounter. So, and I also like have to manually press the button for the actual encounter itself. So, theoretically, it's probably faster just to do random encounters and like run around. But I like my system. The main reason I was using Sweet Scent is because I was playing on multiple copies at once, but it's really easy to use Sweet Scent from the Pokemon menu, so that's why I like using it. More of just like a preference thing. Yeah. Alright, what's our final encounter of today gonna be? Alright, let me check what was winning the poll. What are we doing tomorrow? Oh, we're doing some Dex Nav? That actually won. Let's see. Yep. 33% Dex Nav, 30% HeartGold SoulSilver, 21% for SOS, and 15% for Let's Go Pikachu. Cool. Cool. We're gonna go Dex Navin tomorrow. I don't know what for yet, but I'll figure it out. Ooh, Mr. Sammy's streaming today. Sick. Big. Cool. No shiny. It's okay. Well, we got to try for a little bit tonight, so that's all that really matters. But yeah, definitely tomorrow will be a lot longer of a stream, for sure. I was just really behind on a lot of things today, and then just catching up with some family some family members, and you know that just turned into a really long chat on the phone. But anyways, my homie Mr. Sammy Snow TV, he's doing some. I think he's doing Gen 4 today. So if you want to watch some Gen 4, more of this, you can head on over to his Twitch and YouTube streams. So, yeah. Cool. Alright, everybody. Well, thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun today, even though it wasn't super long. Yeah, stuff happens. It's whatever. So, tomorrow, DexNav. DexNav. Alright. I will see y'all tomorrow. Okie doke. Bye.